What's up, everybody? Happy Friday. How's everyone doing? Good to be here. Good to see everybody. Happy Cantina Social Hour evening. It is Friday night. It is one of our favorite times of the week in which we get to do Cantina Social Hour, oftentimes with awesome guests and friends, sometimes alone. I think this is going to be one of those alone times. And we're not going to go a terribly long time. I've had a really long, arduous week, and I'm quite exhausted. But definitely wanted to make sure we got our live stream, and especially since we were off last week. We were off last week, and I my mic isn't on. It seems like it's working just fine on my end, so I hope it is working. Let me know in the comments if you cannot hear me. Everything looks good from where I'm at. Everything looks great from where I'm at. But yeah, let me know if you cannot hear me. Type it in the comments. Because as far as I can see, everything looks good. Everything looks great. Everything looks great. Hope everyone is doing well again. Okay, cool. So yeah, everyone else can hear me, it seems like. So Dodgson, I guess it's you. All right, very cool. So let's see who is in here with us this evening so far, other than Dodgson, who is with us. Dodgson, how's it going? Good to see you. Pico B1, hello there indeed. Lewis, good to see you, my friend. It's been a long time since we've talked. I'm glad to see you in here again. And as to your comment, my dog, Dixie, is just fine. She's doing well. She is actually, sometimes she's in here with me when I'm doing this, but tonight she's outside. She's with my husband hanging out. So they're doing their thing. I'm doing my thing. Let's see. We've got Adam. How's it going, Adam? Good to see you. Hope you are doing well. Awesome. So good little crowd forming here. Hope everyone is doing well. Yeah, so I was off last week, and the reasoning for that was maybe you saw it, maybe you didn't, but I can actually show you why I was off last week, just in case you didn't know. And it looks from the comments like some of you guys are already aware. But I had my graduation last Friday. I went to grad school. I got my master's. It was a very intensive 1-year program. So, I was really busy for a long time. That's part of the reason I've been really the content has been kind of slow, is largely because of this. And I'm also obviously working all the time. So just been extremely busy. And then the health issue earlier in the year and last year. And I had another program I was working on. I'm just insanely busy, but thank you for your understanding. And yeah, no, thank you guys for the congrats. I appreciate that. It was great. It was fun. Had a good time. And now I'm a Jedi Master. I've leveled up. I'm on the council and I'm a master. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I hope everybody is doing well as well. I had a good week, even though we were off last week. So very nice. All right. So David, how's it going? Good to see you, Dave. Glad you are here with us too. James, how's it going? Good to see you as well. Indeed, the rank of master has been attained. All right, that's cool, Lewis. You got a dachshund. I love that. Vinny, that's a great name for a dachshund. And you got him after your last one passed. I'm really sorry to hear that, but I'm glad that you have a new little friend to take care of. There's nothing like taking care of little pet friends and just being their whole world, right? Just being their everything. So that's awesome. Milky Way Skywalker, good to see you, my friend. It's been just about a year now, I think, since I saw you in person at Star Wars Celebration last year. Crazy, it's been a year already. Paul, how's it going? Good to see you too. Awesome. Some of my greatest pals are in here. I love it. I love it. I love it. I hope everybody is doing well. I'm rocking the VC this evening. And I'm just chilling, just hanging out. I got off work, came home, had some pizza for dinner, and just chilling. I got all these toys that are waiting to be unboxed, and I'm probably not going to do all of them on camera, but we'll open a few. We'll open a few of them for sure. Mary, how's it going? Good to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining in with us tonight. But why wait? I got to show you guys this thing. This one actually came in a couple weeks ago, but I've been all about it. I guess these came back, I don't know, a year, 2 years ago or something. And I never had these because I think they were a little before my time. But I'm glad that they brought him back because now I have a Boglin. I have a Boglin, you guys. And it's just the most fun thing like ever. It's such a simple like toy. From what I understand, the original designer of these guys worked for Jim Henson, and then he went and created his own like toy company or something. And he created Boglins, and that was in the late 80s. And now he's in charge of bringing Boglins back, and they've been back again a year or two. And it's really cool. It's just it's just a really fun thing. Um, but they're just like a blast. It's got several little levers inside, and you just kind of you can operate its eyes. You can make it like furrow its brow a little bit. It's actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. I'm not 100% a pro at operating it yet, but it's actually pretty fun. Yeah, you could totally do like your own like show or something. If I had a co-host, it would be this Boglin right here. And they all have names, and there's like glow in the dark ones, there's space ones, there's monster ones, and yeah, they're pretty cool. So yeah, I forgot what this one's name is. They have weird names. But yeah, I liked the colors on this one, so I thought, hey, this is the one I'm gonna get. So yeah, it's a Boglin. What? Like just such a lot of personality in these guys' face. Like they're they're just a blast. I can't get enough of this. I like play with it with my dog and show it to my husband and all, and like it's just funny. Like usually he's like, "Why'd you buy that? Why do you need that?" But this he was actually like, okay, I gotta hand it to you, Victoria. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. And yeah, it just provides me like endless entertainment because like you can make it like do whatever you want to do. You can make it dance to like music and stuff, and it's kind of a weird looking thing. But it's actually like you can make it read the comments. And yeah, it's just fun. It's just fun. You can make it wink. Lots of fun. Anyway, I'm going to put my Boglin aside. Maybe Mr. Boglin will join us in a little bit. How do you like my nail color? I love this color. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool. And I just love like the 80s, 90s colors on this guy. It's just blast. It is creepy, but it's cool. It is cool. Gotta admit, it's cool. Enza, how you doing? Good to see you. Glad you are with us this evening. Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun. It is definitely a blast. So Lewis, to answer your question, Power Rangers, my thoughts on the Zord Ascension project. I actually, I'm going to be honest with you, Lewis. I don't know what that is. I haven't been keeping up with Power Rangers so much. I know that they were Hasbro for Lightning Collection is redoing like 2.0 versions of their original Mighty Morphin figures, and I don't know if I'm going to get those. I love Power Rangers, and I bought all of the Mighty Morphin line so far for Lightning Collection, but I don't know that I need 2.0 versions that are pinless. Don't want to pay $25, $30, $35, whatever they cost to build the whole Rangers team again just to get pinless joints. I don't know, but I'm not sure about Ascension project. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure about those. I gotta check them out, and I will. I definitely will. Definitely will do that. But yeah, we got I got some other stuff I want to unbox, and we'll get to it in a little bit. But how's everybody doing? Like I said, it's Friday night. It's good to see everybody. It's good to be here. And yeah, we're here for a good time. So throw your questions in the comments, leave comments about whatever, and I'll be happy to answer your questions. And to need help making a purchase decision, buy it. Buy it. Don't even ask, just buy it. I'll help however I can, though. Yeah, it's great that everybody's here. Awesome. So what's been going on this week? In the world of toys, I guess there hasn't been a lot of news that I've personally seen. I usually don't really keep up with it during the day. It's not till I get home that I'm actually able to like look at my phone and like see what's new. But what are you guys up to? What have you been adding to your collections lately? What news has excited you? I saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 on Wednesday. when I got off work, and I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. I was crying several times throughout the movie, but it was incredible. It was incredible. I really, 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 really enjoyed it wholeheartedly. So that was cool. Hopefully the next few Marvel movies are good too. And hopefully the Flash is good. I'm really excited for the Flash. Just, I've said it on the stream many times. Michael Keaton is Batman. He's my Batman. And I can't wait to see the Flash. Mary, pre-orders. Absolutely. It's pre-order season. But then again, when isn't it pre-order season? It's always pre-order season. We're always pre-ordering stuff. Always. New Legacy stuff released from Mattel. Absolutely. I've gotten all the new well, let me restate. I've gotten all the 93 stuff finally. I've gotten all the latest Hammond collection. And I've gotten like some of the latest like waves of stuff from the regular mainline. So I've gotten a lot. But yeah, the Legacy stuff, we can take a look at the Legacy stuff in a bit. We'll do that. There's a couple of things that were announced. Alex, how's it going? Good to see you this evening. Yeah, I can't wait for Flash. I hope it's good. I'm hearing good things. I'm hearing really good things about it. Enzo, been getting those TMNT reissues, and they pair so up the NECA. Yeah, so Playmates has been reissuing these TMNT like 80s and 90s figures for years now, I guess. There's been these box sets where you can get like 6 of them, or you can get exclusive set like figures at Walmart or Target. I've gotten most of them, and many of them I did have as a kid, so it's nice to have them again. But I haven't gotten all of them. Like I haven't gotten the wacky ones from Walmart, like the most recent like ones. And I saw that there is going to be a 6-pack. My pal Tom Chorlton, our pal, he sent me the link actually to the latest box set, and I think it has Genghis Frog, and it has some reissues of like Shredder, and it's got Baxter Stockman, it's got some other dudes in it, and I think I've gotten most of those from recent like in the last few years, recent re-releases. I don't know if I needed it. I think Genghis Frog is the only like new one maybe in that set. So I don't know if I need that, but I mean, I kind of want that figure, so maybe I do need it. The Little Mermaid movie. All right, very nice. Yeah, I'm going to see that too. I'm going to see that too. I can't wait for The Little Mermaid. Will you be at ICCC in Nashville? No, I will not. I will not be going to that show, but good to see you, James. Thanks for being with us. Are you happy with the Pride Droids, Victoria? Yeah, I think so. Now that you brought them up, I'm going to pull them out. So first of all, there's this box set. And the box set right here, if you guys can see without that awful light glare, is pretty cool. I like the colors on them. I mean, I know the theme, it's obviously, it's like those Christmas and Halloween like droids they make, right? It's not really like a Star Wars-y thing, but they look cool. And what I think what I like best is well, firstly, I love the colors. I think like you can put green and orange and red and yellow on anything, right? But like what I appreciate about these is that they're very pleasing shades of red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Like they're really pleasing shades to look at. Not only that, but if you look at each droid, they're actually not all one solid color. There's like different like shades of like, if you look at the green one, there's different shades of green in here. It matches my nails. There's different shades of blue, different shades of purple, different shades of yellow, orange, red. Like it's not all the same color. They actually like, at least they went through the effort of giving them like multiple like colors, right? So they're not all like one monotone, boring color. What's also the other thing I was going to say that's really cool is that you can actually interchange the parts. So if you wanted to have like a purple Astromix body with blue legs and then like a yellow head, you could do that. You could do whatever you want. And that's one of the cool things about the customization that these figures have. So I really think that's really fun. As you can see in the back, shows them to you again. I dig them. I think they're fun, and I can't wait to get it open and just, I love just playing like a bunch of like astromech droids and protocol droids and Star Wars droids together, and I think they look great. I really do. I'm happy that I bought this set. It's a little expensive, but Like I said, I think they're cool. They're not just like boring like colors. They're actually like they're detailed. And they look great. Very pleasing colors. I really dig this set. So I'm glad that I picked this up. And then there's also the other one. We have the BBU. And this one's not as interesting to me. It's a BB unit with different colors. It's all right. I like the other ones better. But it's still a pretty cool figure. It's still a pretty cool little figure. And the BB unit that Disney made is far superior to the one that Hasbro made back in 2015 for The Force Awakens. That's the last time they made BB-8. Can you believe that? But this one is cool because it opens in half and then it stays straight up because of the weighted like little ball that's on the inside that you can also pull out. I think it's cool. It's the nicest sculpt you can get for a BB unit. And, you know, again, I like the other ones better because the colors look more interesting to me. But this isn't so bad. And it looks like he lives on Felucia. So, interesting stuff. Again, if you like droids and you like seeing variation of color on your shelves, then, you know, it's a cool set to get for sure. I'm happy that I got them. And they came like in 2 days. I was surprised. Zeph, how's it going? Good to see you. They came super fast, super fast. Yeah. So speaking of droids, we were on last week. I think I showed you guys. No, I know I showed you guys my my little pal right here. I love my little pal right here. I love my friend. Super cute. And I know last time I turned him on and made him walk around and spin and stuff and light up. This guy's adorable. He's precious. He's my little friend. Just a cool display piece. If you missed out on the last live stream, you know, you could still go back and look at that. But yeah, he's really cool. He's really cool. Great display piece. Even if you don't want to have him like running around or whatever, he's just a cool display piece to have. And I think that's kind of what I'm focused on. I mean, I'm still buying the figures, obviously. I'm still buying the toys. But I'm kind of getting a little, you know, I mean, you guys know this. I mean, I guess I've always been into like the lightsaber and the hot toys and all that stuff. But I'm kind of, even though I'm still buying the regular stuff, I'm kind of appreciating some of the nicer things too lately. So I can't really display a whole lot of them, but I do want to get to a point where I can have like a shelf of lightsabers and a shelf of all my helmets, a shelf of my like, you know, things like that droid. Speaking of stuff like that, this is actually new for me. And Yakface, my friend Jason, posted these the other day, that these had gone up in Shop Disney, these little boxes. And, you know, I've been to Galaxy's Edge a couple of times. I think I've been there twice. I mean, it's only an hour and a half up the road, but I don't get to Disney very often. It's just really expensive and, you know, the reservations and all that. But I finally, because they finally put them on Shop Disney, finally got some holocrons. I got the Sith holocron right here. This is the first I've taken it out of the box. Still in the plastic. So I'm going to put it back in until I'm ready to like fully take it out. So that's cool. They were on the side. I know they had the Kyber crystals too, but they sold out before I could get to them. Or at least they had some of the crystals, but not all. So I got that. I also got the Jedi holocron. This right here. I like it. The colors look like something out of like Zelda. It's cool. Haven't turned them on again. This is the first I've actually taken them out of the box. It's actually kind of heavy. And even though I've been to Galaxy's Edge a couple of times, I've never actually like I haven't bought a lot of stuff there. I know they have a lot of stuff just for you to buy, and they have lightsabers. And the first time I went, I think I bought a lightsaber hilt. I bought Rey's the Skywalker Reforged lightsaber, and a blade. But I hadn't bought holocrons, and I'm really happy to have holocrons because I I mean, they're just part of the lore of Star Wars, and they help you to build out your Star Wars collection. So I thought it was time to add some holocrons to my collection. You know, I'll get the Kyber crystals in time. There's plenty on eBay as well. But actually, I'm going to Galaxy's Edge, going back in June next month during summer break. So that's going to be really cool. I'm really excited to go to Galaxy's Edge. It's been going on 2 years since I was last there, so I'm really glad to be back, or to be going back anyway. Going with a friend of mine, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice to be at Disneyland. Period. Yeah, so I am stoked. I am stoked. Listening to the 30th anniversary retrospectives at work. Thank you so much for spotting these old lines. Of course, the retrospective series has been going on for, gosh, when did I start those? 2018, 2019 years. And it's a slow moving production because it's just very time intensive, and putting together podcast episodes is such a laborious process. But I think now with my program finished, the school year ending here at work, I'm going to have a little more time to put content together. So I'm looking forward to doing that. I just mentioned before, I forget it didn't take that long for the ATST legs to give out. Yeah. So I know I mentioned this previously, the legs on my new TVC vintage collection, ATST were starting to loosen. And despite them saying, you know, that it was new and improved, and it is, trust me, it is, it's still not perfect. And I think the only thing that's going to fix it is just to totally like re-engineer the legs, or totally re-engineer the ATST. It's the only thing that's going to fix it. And I actually shared a photo on my Instagram story. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Let's see. I wonder if I can even share. Can I share Instagram stories on here? I'm going to try it. Let's see. Can we do it? Can we do it? Yep, right there. Oops. It's gone. It's gone. There we go. Right here. So this is from Return of the Jedi. Sent me this photo of his ATST. And as you can see, the legs have given out. So he had to do a little bit of work on his to get it to stand. I think he tightened up the screws on the legs. So, you know, it's just kind of unfortunate that, you know, we still don't have like a perfect ATST that stands. Like I said, it is better. Hasbro did go back to the drawing board and make some like meaningful changes to it so that it does stand. But unfortunately, mine didn't stand for more than like a couple weeks before it started to start to lean forward. So yeah, better, but not perfect for sure. So if you're holding off on that one, I'd still say it's the best one to get of the ATSTs because it works the best, but it's still not perfect. So, you know, if yours starts to slip over time, be forewarned. Be forewarned. Is that the new Slave One by the Door, the fire spray gunship? No, that's the 2020 release. I haven't picked up the Book of Boba Fett one. I don't know if I will. I've been 100% in on TVC since day one, but the new Slave One, I'm not planning to get right now because the figure's coming out by itself soon, and it's really expensive for a slight repaint of something that just came out, you know, a couple years ago and is already like perfectly acceptable. So yeah. Wonder if you found any new TVC at Walmart. I've been running around Orange County trying to find more clones. I haven't been to Walmart in a bit, honestly. I think last time I went to Walmart probably would have been in March, to be honest. Like, it's been a while. I haven't had time to really go shopping, and I don't really like going to stores, to be honest with you. So I go to Target sometimes, like, you know, every couple weeks, but I haven't been to Walmart. Middle-aged Kiwi Man, how are you doing? Kia ora, good to see you. Good to see you. Glad that you're with us this evening. Sounds like the Mattel Spinosaurus. Yeah. Yeah, the legs on that thing would loosen up over time too. 2010. Yep, 100%. I know. It's been released many times. And like I said, it is the best version of all of this. I have all of those, but it's still not perfect. You could always display broken down. So actually in Empire, and I don't think everybody realizes this, there's no ATST in The Empire Strikes Back. There's a chicken walker in The Empire Strikes Back on Hoth that you see walking around, but it's not the ATST we see in Return of the Jedi. Totally different head sculpt. And if you look at the ATST that Kenner made back in the day, they based it off the version that's from Hoth that was seen in very briefly in The Empire Strikes Back. But that version never appeared in Return of the Jedi. They're two totally different things, even though they share the same name. So, yeah, in case you didn't know. Justin, you're not late to the party. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Jason, glad you're here too. Good to see you as well. Hope everybody's doing well once again. All right, I say we look at another toy. We looked at the holocrons. We looked at them at the Boglin. We looked at, that's not what we've looked at so far. Oh, we looked at the Pride droids. Let's take a look at a Marvel Legends. So I picked this up the other day from Target. Like I mentioned, on Wednesday I went to see Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And then I walked down to Target and they had a single Marvel Legends on the shelf. And it was Rocket. And that's the one I would have wanted because, it's Rocket. And I hadn't picked up any of this wave. So I was like, hey, I just saw the movie. And, what is cooler than going to a movie, then going to the store immediately after and finding a toy from that movie that you want to buy? I don't think there's any better feeling, to be honest. So yeah, I bought Rocket. Let's go ahead and open Rocket up because I'm really anxious to see what Rocket looks like. So we have our plastic-free box. These are always so weird. It's just always weird opening these things up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get that out. We have a little mummified Rocket right here. We have a Build-A-Figure part right here for Cosmo the dog. And there is a little bag of accessories too. I'm going to take Rocket out first. And see what's going on in here. Haha, he's got a blanket on. Or a swaddle or something. Ah, all right, here he is. Go ahead and let's get him situated a little bit. And I'll go ahead and hold him up to so you guys can see him better. He's like, ugh. His teeth are being bared. It looks pretty good. Does his jaw move? Oh yeah, his jaw's on a hinge. Interesting. Yeah, you can open his mouth a little bit. That's kind of cool. I didn't know his jaw was on a hinge. I don't think I have the other Rocket figures from before. I don't think the other ones did do this. That's pretty cool. You can open his jaw a little bit. The likeness is pretty decent. It's pretty decent. You can see like the pixels on here for like the face print stuff. Yeah, he looks pretty good. And yeah, and like I said, I cried multiple times in the movie. Not ashamed to admit it. I cried multiple times in the movie. Let's see. He's got his gun here. This thing. I think this is really bendy. I think this is the same gun he had in the first movie, I want to say. I'm not 100% sure on that, though. Yeah, so He's pretty cool. He is pretty cool. And I'm probably going to end up getting the rest. I like him. I like Rocket. There he goes. All right. So the Build-A-Figure, there's no spoilers here. We're just talking about the figure. Here is, it's funny. This is actually bigger than Rocket, the Build-A-Figure part. This is Cosmo the dog. Look at that. That's cute. I love that expression. Definitely gonna have to finish this wave so I can build out Cosmo. Cosmo was such a fun aspect of the movie. I loved Cosmo. She was great. Yeah, this looks cool. She needs her tail. She needs her legs. I get those other figures out so I can build her out. Let's see, do we get anything else in here? You got to really be careful with these little bags. It's easy to miss stuff in them. I think that's it. I think we got everything out. Nice. So Rocket's pretty cool. Rocket is pretty cool. Probably the best MC since Endgame. I would agree, Jason. It was really, really good. Yeah. No, I know I mentioned that I did cry a few times. I didn't just tear up, I like crying a few times in that movie. No spoilers again, but yeah. Age of Apocalypse. Okay. Rocket is awesome. His backstory was so sad, though. Yeah. So yeah, no spoilers. I'm not going to go into detail on anything, but yeah, I love that the movie focuses on his background, focuses on where he came from, focuses on his origins, and he really is the heart of the movie. It's really his story, which I think is a really neat aspect to explore. But it is a little bit heartbreaking, and yeah, if you haven't seen it yet, just take some tissues. Just all the feels. That movie has all the feels, and there's also a lot of joy and happiness in it too. But it's quite a roller coaster ride. That's the best when you get some of the main characters after you view the movie, for sure. I'm really glad. It's like when I saw Return of the Jedi 40th a few weeks ago. Then I went to Target and they had the retro collection, but they had Luke Skywalker on the shelf, the only retro collection they had. So I bought it because I was like, what year is this? It's 40 years since Return of the Jedi, but you can see the movie in the theater, then you can go and buy a vintage Jedi Luke. That's pretty cool. No matter what you think of the retro collection, that's pretty cool that you can do that. Zeph, thank you for the tip there. I have not been to Capes and Cowls. I have been to Huntington Beach numerous times, but I haven't been to Capes and Cowls, so that's good to know. Yeah, Return of the Jedi 40th was awesome in the theater. I know our last episode we were raving about, me and Tom were raving about seeing it. Has it been half an hour already? Oh my goodness, time's really flying this evening. All right, let's see here. Shall we open some more toys? I want to show you guys some Jurassic stuff that's been coming in. And there's more that's come in since other than what's here, but I just want to focus on a few things because we'd be here all night. All right. So for the Hammond collection, this came in. This is the Corythosaurus. This was one of the last few canonical, from the movies, dinosaurs that had not yet been released, and now it is out. So this is the Corythosaurus. I think I got mine from Amazon. I also got the latest wave of humans. So that's like Dennis Nedry, John Hammond, and who else is in that wave? I don't even know. But I got those. Corythosaurus looks really cool. It reuses the body of the Parasaurolophus. That has a new head, at least. I don't know what else is brand new on this. But these guys were in Jurassic Park 3. So this one and the Mamenchosaurus that's in the Lost World were the last two that had not been made, but Mamenchosaurus is coming later this year, which they had already announced. So we've officially gotten every single species of dinosaur in the Mattel Jurassic World toy line from Jurassic World all the way, or sorry, from Jurassic Park in 1993 all the way up till Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. That's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive. And a million other dinos that you may or may not care about. And yeah, so I'm happy to have this one. It is a herd animal, so will I get another one? Of course I'll get another one at some point. So there was that one. I also got the new Victoriascantina. And this one actually looks awesome. Sorry for the glare. It looks awesome in the box. And I'm really happy to have this one too. I think it looks cool. So we've gotten Victoriascantina from Mattel in since going back to the very first wave in 2018. But we haven't got it. It was really dopey looking, and they repainted it like 2 other times after that. But this is the best. I mean, this is the Hammond collection, so it's got to be the best one. It looks great. So if you don't have one of these Victoriascantina, and they were in Jurassic Park, we didn't see them, but they were one of the species that was at Jurassic Park, as was listed on the embryo vials that Andrea is pulling up. They did have Victoriascantina, so you know, it's a good one to get. Good one to get. And yeah, they're really building out Hammond collection. It's definitely gotten bigger. It's growing, and they're exploring different avenues within Jurassic by implementing little playset pieces and stuff. And yeah, Jason, the Brachiosaurus is coming for Hammond collection. Sorry, and we saw photos of it that just came out this week. My thoughts: I don't love it. I think the Legacy Collection version was all we needed to get. Honestly, I don't think we needed a Hammond collection. But that said, what I will say is that it's fully articulated this time around, and it looks cool. One really, for me, it's bothersome. For you guys, you might not care. But one thing that kind of bothers me is the head on the Legacy Collection version is based off Jurassic Park. It's based off the very first Jurassic Park Brachiosaurus. The head on the upcoming Hammond Collection, despite the name, despite the way it's posed on the box to look like Jurassic Park, the head on that one is based off of Fallen Kingdom. And you may be wondering, well, what's the difference? They are different. If you compare the two, the heads they look like completely different animals, like species. The heads are totally different. I don't know why they radically redesigned the Jurassic Park Brachiosaurus, which already looked classic, looked amazing, looked untoppable. But they went and redesigned the head in Fallen Kingdom. And for better or for worse, I think for worse, the upcoming Hammond Collection Brachiosaurus, again, despite the name, Hammond Collection, despite the art on the box showing Jurassic Park scenario, the head is based on Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. So to me, that's annoying. Is it the end of the world? No, of course not. But I find that to be annoying. I really do. I had a feeling you'd be all about the Jurassic stuff, Dodgson. Can't say why, but I had a feeling. Wasn't able to secure it from Amazon. I wouldn't worry. None of the Hammond collection has been hard to get, other than like the exclusive, like the outhouse playset. And even that you can get it on Amazon or on eBay for like $150. Not even that much on eBay. Shipped. Yeah, the Cretasaurus is great. The JP390, the 93 Parasaur office would be cool to see. They were on screen briefly with the Brachiosaurus. We didn't see them up close, but they were there. So that would be cool to see too. Are you interested in any of the 30th anniversary Jurassic Park Lego sets? I'm very tempted by the Brachiosaurus. I'm probably not going to buy them. I did buy the one they did in 2018, I think, for the 25th anniversary. It was like the It had Lex and Tim and Alan and Ellie, and it had a raptor, I think, or I don't remember what it had, but it was like when they were trying to reboot the system on the computer. I got that set, but I don't think I'm going to pick up any of the other ones. I'd love to have them, but you know, I already collect enough things to where I kind of got to say no sometimes, and that's one of the things that for me is I can say no to. I can say no to that. There are some JP fans who customize their vehicles to look like JP vehicles, and they meet up and dress like in the film. Yeah, there are people that do that. I've met a few of them. They're really cool. Yep, we're only talking about actual toys. The body of the Brachiosaurus is an improvement, but the head is a step back. Yeah, I think so too, Dave. And even the neck, I appreciate that the neck has more articulation, but there goes the dog. Lewis, if you're still here, there she is. Even the pictures of the neck make it look a little weird. Like the neck, it's got the articulation, but in the pictures, it just looks a little bit strange. It just looks a little bit strange. Looks a little bit strange. Hazard missing the boat. Look at how nice those dinos are. We could have so many from the Mando Plus, even the Blurg. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things that, you know, I do wonder sometimes if Hasbro maintained the Jurassic Park toy line, what would it look like now? Would it still be the crap stuff it was in 2015, or would it be totally something like different? I wonder. I don't know. It might be great. I mean, look at everything Hasbro has been doing since after that era. You know, Hasbro has done the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. They've done G.I. Joe Classified Series, the Black Series with photoreal, Vintage Collection with photoreal, engineering advancements in articulation with pinless joints, Marvel Legends. There's so many things that Hasbro has done since they were doing the Jurassic World line in 2015 that I feel like it would be pretty awesome if they were still working on the line in terms of what they would be delivering at this point. I'm not saying I wish they had the line still, but I think that what Hasbro is doing now compared to what they were doing just across the board, not just with Jurassic World, but across the board in 2015, what they've come to do since then in terms of quality, in terms of value for the money, even though, you know, price increases and all, but still the value, what you're paying for is better than it would have been in, you know, a few years back. So I do wonder if they were doing Jurassic Park still, if they were doing, you know, these newer toys, what would those look like? And I feel like they would look pretty good. I feel like they would. Maybe the mainline stuff would be kind of similar to what Mattel's doing, but if Hasbro was doing like a collector series of Hammond collection or Amber collection, I think they would be better than what Mattel's doing. Just my thoughts. Again, hypotheticals, could be wrong, but that's just my sense. Pico B1, I see your question. I can't answer it here, but you can send me a message on Instagram and I can answer it there. She's barking at the ghost. Yeah, that pesky ghost. That pesky ghost. I just heard it again the other day. Yeah. The humans look good. The Jurassic, they look okay. They've gotten better. They don't look like the vintage collection. And that's what I want at this point in my collecting career, if you will. I want the vintage collection, but Jurassic Park. And the Hammond collection is not that. Not yet, anyway. Humans have gotten better. The dinosaurs, in some cases, are great, but I don't think we're getting quite the vintage collection, but Jurassic yet. So I would like to see that. Hopefully, they keep developing and building on Hammond collection and making it bigger and better and more collector targeted and more pleasing to collectors, because that's what I would be all into. Hey, Jedi Greedo. If Hasbro is doing 6-inch Jurassic Park, the bodies would be available for the selfie. Maybe. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. But yeah, maybe you would get like Alan Grant or Ellie Sattler and you could put your face on them. I would probably not do that, but you could do that. You could do that if you wanted to. All right, let's look at some more toys. More Jurassic, because that's where we're ending up with Jurassic. This is one of the newer dinos, and I've gotten like all the latest species that have been coming out through Amazon and Entertainment Earth. This is the Elasmosaurus. And it is one of the new, it's one of the most anticipated releases for me and a lot of my collector friends, because it's a brand new species for the line. And it's also an underwater marine reptile. And that in and of itself is pretty awesome because they don't do a lot of this. They do a few, mostly plesiosaurus repaints, but this is actually like a really cool, like a new species. And it's pretty big, as you can see. It's pretty big. So I'm pretty excited to have this one. You can see it has a harness as well. It's got a harness right there. So you can do like that right there, I guess, and put it like, put a saddle on it or something. And maybe you can ride on it in the ocean, like Shamu. Or probably not. You probably don't want to do that. But the color on it looks great. I think that's one of the coolest things to me. It just looks very aquatic. The color palette is very pleasing to look at. It's got like that, you know, aquamarine color, kind of like my nails. And you know, I like the creamy underbelly and neck color. You can see that the neck has a darker color of teal kind of like throughout, and the eyes look pretty nice. The one thing I will say though, that's kind of annoying, if you look at the top teeth, the upper teeth, they're a slightly different color than the bottom teeth. And that's because you can see that the upper jaw and lower jaw are different colors. And for whatever reason, that kind of carried through to the teeth, despite what you see on the back of the box where it has like nice white teeth. The teeth right here are like the lower teeth and the upper teeth are slightly different. Not the end of the world, but notable. There's a couple of buttons on the Elasmosaurus. This one right here kind of like nods its head down. This one here, what does this one do? Oh, it does that. Like, get away. You're swimming in the ocean and you see an Elasmosaurus and it does this to you, probably better back off. What I will say is really cool, and I just notice this right now, is like the texture on this feels really like reptilian. It feels like a lizard. It feels like if you bought those like the Jurassic Park Allosaurus, or what's the other one? Chasmosaurus? I don't remember. That was released in 2009, 2008, somewhere in there. The really cool ones that came with the little human figures. It feels like that. It feels like those dinosaurs. It's nice. And like, I don't know if you probably can't really see the texture. Like, I mean, I doubt you can, but it's actually really nice. Like, it's really detailed. It's really like, this is one of Mattel's like finer sculpts. Like, honestly, it's just like so detailed, and I can't really convey it to you on camera, like through this, how detailed it is, unless I was doing like a review. Not saying I'm going to do one. I'm just saying if I was doing a review, you would see it. But it's really nice. This is a cool one. I really like this. I really do like this one. And you're totally right, Dave. Mattel is good at sculpting texture on non-movie species. And it's interesting because they don't do it a lot on the film species. Wasn't that species in Prehistoric Planet? Yeah, I think it was. And yeah, as I showed, the mouth does in fact open. It's a nice one. It's definitely a nice one. And then one more. I want to show you guys one more. And this one we will open because this one is the one that I'm most excited for. If I can find it. Oh, all right. It took forever to get this thing, and I've been waiting patiently, anxiously, stressfully, but I finally got some. Yeah, some. Back in 1993, the one toy that everybody wanted from Jurassic Park was the Red Rex, the classic famous Red Rex. By me just saying Red Rex, you know darn well what I'm talking about. In 1993, Jurassic Park toys absolutely transformed what a dinosaur toy could be. Prior to that, they were just plastic, unposable, hard plastic most of the time dinosaurs. You know, some were okay. Some were not good at all. Many of them were in somewhere in the middle. I think about the imperial dinosaurs. I had a whole collection of those. I had a bunch of small ones. There were 1993, Jurassic Park comes around. Kenner transforms the dinosaur toy buying market. I don't know how many who were collecting them. There were some. Because I still remember going to Walmart in 1993 and seeing for the very first time in my life the Red Rex on the shelf. And I remember there were two of them, one next to the other. And I saw it, and I didn't even know it existed. I saw it. I already had the young T-Rex. That was my first one. I see it, and my jaw literally like dropped. It was the coolest looking toy ever. That Christmas, that is what kids wanted, was the Red Rex. That's what they asked for their birthdays. That's what people wanted. Even I remember that time that I saw the two Red Rexes at Walmart. I didn't see kids looking at them other than me. I saw an adult, like grown up man, like in a suit and a tie. And I remember him picking up the box and talking to somebody, and he's like, "Whoa, this is impressive." And those, people had been collecting forever. Collecting isn't a new thing, especially like when you talk about Jurassic Park. People were collecting them in 1993. I was collecting them, even though I was a kid. I was collecting them, and I kept the boxes. I still have all the boxes. So, fast forward to 30 years later, Mattel is doing this really cool thing where they are honoring the 1993 Kenner Jurassic Park collection. And, they're not doing a lot with it yet, but they have done some special things, but I don't think anything. And if you're, a 90s kid like me, and you grew up, with the first Jurassic Park and then the Lost World, this right here, for me, is like the most exciting thing Mattel has done with Jurassic yet, because it is just such a cool inspiration. It is just such a cool thing for them to have chosen to do. And that is the Red Rex 2.0. As you can see, it says 93 Classic here in the corner. That is because, again, it is based on that 1993 Red Rex, which I still have on the shelf. Her name is Big Red. That's always been her name ever since I was a kid. She's in almost mint condition. Because, again, I was a weirdo. I never played with my dinosaurs. I just stashed them away like I do now. Put them on shelves and stuff. The package, as you can see, is heavily inspired by the Kenner, that timeless, classic Kenner aesthetic that is so iconic and so recognizable on first glance. It's obviously the inspiration here for this, and it looks great. Right down to the fonts that they chose to go with on the box, same fonts that Kenner used back in the day, which is really, really cool. It's a really cool touch, even though they're not even the same companies, Mattel and Hasbro or Kenner at the time. They're still paying tribute to another company's product, because they understand that people like me, who were kids when this was the thing that kids wanted, are going to buy into it 100%, heart, mind, and soul, hook, line, and sinker. And boy, baby, were they right? Were they right? What a nice looking color palette. Can it get more iconic than this? Can packaging look more mysterious than what you see here before you, with the darkened, shadowed out trees, with the setting sun, with that look of twilight, when the time is just going to totally change from light to dark, when you don't know what's lurking, in the forest, what's in the jungle, what sorts of adventures lie beyond in the next few minutes. Like when you see this package, I get that feeling. That's what I got with the Kenner line. And when I see this, I get the same exact feeling that, it's just such an exciting, iconic, decoration, design, color palette, that it captures my imagination even now, 30 years later. Even like right here, you can see the JP 30 right there. I mean, that's very similar to what Kenner used to put on the legs of the dinos. On the back, they included this sort of I wouldn't say it's a diorama. It's obviously Photoshop, the T-Rex like superimposed onto a separate like background. But it looks cool. Diorama would have been really cool, but I like what they did. Even this right here, like they totally recreated the backgrounds. These are some of the JP 3093 line toys. They totally recreated what you would see on the back of the Kenner box. The Kenner box had like this grayish like background with like a bit of a spotlight and different dinosaurs, and they really recreated the way that looked. The red boxing right here, like around those figures, like the black, this, like, I mean, it's totally, you don't get any better than this Jurassic Park logo. Like, you can't mess with classic. It's classic for a reason. It's the Red Rex. It's the Red Rex. I may full well for this one do a video, because to me this is like a really special release for the reasons I just highlighted. I remember waking up on Christmas morning in 1993 and finding a Red Rex, the one thing that every kid wanted that Christmas, the thing that every kid wanted for their birthday that year. My grandmother got me the Red Rex, and not only for me, she got one for my brother too. We both got the Red Rex on Christmas morning. And like I said, I still have her on the shelf. Big Red. She still looks amazing. She's still probably out of everything in my collection. I mean, I have some pretty cool stuff, as you guys know, in my collection. That Red Rex is probably the one thing I would save, like, fire, because of the, solely because of the memory. My grandmother got him for me. It was such a special thing. 1993 was such a special year. And Jurassic Park was the greatest thing ever for me at that age. And this is badass. This is badass. So I've already gone under here and I've already opened this and taken the little tabs off, but I haven't cut the wires. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. And we're going to free this new Red Rex from her packaging. What's a good name for this Red Rex? So the other one's named Big Red. What would you guys say would be a good name for this one? All right, so let's see if she comes out now. The box is gorgeous, but let's face it, it's not the centerpiece here. And I have another one. All right. You can see it still has the plastic tab thing in here. I'm going to pull that out. All right. And that's just so that the electronics aren't going off when it's like shipping from overseas. And all. All right. The legs move down here, her feet. You guys, look at this. Even my dog likes it. Look at that. It feels like we were just on here with my friend Chris from Jurassic Outpost, and he was showing this off to us. It was a few months ago already, but it feels like it was just like very recent. And now here it is in my hands. Here it is in my hands. Check it out. Look at that. So yes, the jaw opens. Actually, both the upper and the lower open like that. There's the inside of her mouth. The eyes look great. The red looks great. The green, I know it looks yellow on my camera, but it's green, like the old one. Looks great. They got really close to the actual shades, like from what I can see here. And, again, if I do a video, I will compare the two. But they got really close with the shades of color that they used. I don't think it's 100% in terms of like the, them matching it 100% to the movie or to the Kenner toy, in terms of like where like the green ends, for example, or, the legs should probably be a little bit darker. Because that was one of the really cool things about the Red Rex in 93 is that the feet were like, they had like a darker wash to them, and you could see this detail really well. They didn't do that here, and that's okay. It's paying tribute. It's not, I don't think it's meant to be an exact replication. And this is based, if you can't tell, this is based on the super colossal T-Rex sculpt, and it has been shrunken down to fit in with the main line. Now, of course, this is, I mean, just looking at it on camera, it looks so much like my Red Rex. This is a real feel dinosaur skin item. So as you can see, she is squishy right here. Her neck is it's not super soft, but it feels similar to the Kenner one. And the mouth is hard. It's just like a hard, solid jaw, like all the other Mattel stuff. Maybe slightly softer, but for all intents and purposes, pretty similar. Same goes for the arms. Harder plastic, but look, they're not super hard. You can move them. The legs are rigid plastic. This down here, the body, that is soft. The tail, you could feel the skeleton underneath it, just like you could in the Kenner version. But it is soft. It is soft as well. It's pretty soft. I'm not going to go crazy on it because this is going to be like my main display piece. And I want to kind of preserve that. But yeah, she looks great. You can even see the speaker on the bottom. This right here is, you can actually feed her dinosaurs in through the mouth, and then they come out here through the belly. You can feed her like human figures or whatever. So there's a split. I think I could have done without that, to be honest. I don't really, I know it's fun, sure, kids like it, but I think I could have done without that. I just don't like seeing that long, like, scar on her. I do like the gradient that we have here between the tail and the red up here. I think it looks really nice. One minor criticism is the eye. As you can see, it's yellow. On the Kenner toy, the eye was actually green. And again, it's not a huge deal, but I think Mattel paints pretty much all their T-Rex eyes yellow, so maybe that's why. But that is one minor nitpick, is that technically it should have green eyes, but it's all right. It's not a big deal. The teeth look great. The tongue is actually really nice. It's sculpted. It has like little taste buds on it, which isn't new. They've been doing that for a while. And she does roar. I just got to figure out where the button is. Because she does have, I believe she does have a roaring feature somewhere. Let's see here. How do you make her roar? Does she roar? Yes, she does. I think we push her down. Let's try that. Is that what it is? How do we make her roar? No, I guess you. There we go. It's right here. Listen to that, you guys. Listen to that. I'm going to put the speaker by the microphone. Nice. Those are sound effects lifted straight from Jurassic Park, 1993. This is awesome. These are the best sounds I've heard in a Mattel Jurassic Park T-Rex, because they are those classic sounds. She doesn't have the stomp. That was one thing that the old one had, was the stomping sounds. But I mean, you guys, just look at how awesome she looks. She looks amazing. This is cool. Easily my favorite T-Rex that they've made. And yeah, I mean, the Hammond collection one's great. But come on. Come on. Look at that. Come on. How does this even exist? How does this even exist? It's so incredible. It's so incredible. Don't be jealous. All right. Yeah, I like it. It's going to be a centerpiece for me. Now, Mattel, you need to come out with the command compound. You need to do the fences. You need to do Coelophysis, finish out that classic 93 toy line. Lycanops, some of these species that, that were in that line, like, come on, that would be incredible if they continue to build out the Kenner Jurassic Park toy line. And even if it's not the 1993 collection, but just continuing to make new stuff, make a command compound, make the electric fences, make the gate. Like, how can they have not made a gate at this point? Like, if they keep doing these things and they keep following, what they're doing with that Red Rex, this is going to be a really cool toy line for a while to come. And while they're at it, why not repaint that new big Triceratops to match the Kenner one, right? Why not repaint a Stegosaurus to match the Kenner one? Like, how cool would that be? That would be incredible. You would buy it. I would buy it. Ruby Rose. Okay, that's a potential name for my new Red Rex. This retro theme has had me incredibly nostalgic for 93 when my Walmart had a big wooden display stand for Jurassic Park stuff through the first couple of waves. Summer after 7th, for me, those were the days. 9th grade, yeah. It's the first and only one I ever saw in theaters. Yeah, I saw it once in the theater. I wasn't lucky enough to see it more than once, but I still remember my dad was there, my uncle was there, my brother was there, and my life was different after I saw Jurassic Park for the first time. That's all I can say. That is all I can say. The movie 93 was insane. I remember trying to get my feet up when she fell through the ceiling. It was leaps forward for Dino and Cinema, no doubt. I was actually going to buy this at some point. Pretty excited they made it. Still agent on mine. I will say I'm happy that Mattel did this and paid homage to the OG Kenner line. I think it's really cool. I can't imagine passing on it, honestly. But yeah. Dave, I would love a video from your perspective, knowing how much the Red Rex means to you. I actually did a review on the Red Rex, gosh, 2015. It's been a long time, something like that, 2014, somewhere in there. Maybe early 2015. But I really am considering doing a review of this one in a comparison with that original Red Rex, because that Red Rex, like I said, it means so much, and I'm open to it. I am totally. All right, that was weird. That wasn't intentional. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened. We'll blame it on the ghost once again. Mattel, hear me out. A young Rex pack of Muldoon with a missile launcher. That would be rad if they did the young T-Rex. Like I know it's not in the movies, looking the way that Mattel did it. Or sorry, the way that Kenner did it. But what if they did that? They made like a smaller young T-Rex. It's brown, just like the old classic one, and then they made it small. But it looks like, you could still see the features of like the adult T-Rex in it, like Kenner did. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. I would love to see that, probably more than any of the other ones. Like I know I mentioned Stegosaurus and Triceratops in Kenner colors, but the young T-Rex, like if they did a new sculpt to look kind of like that, that would be awesome. That would supersede anything else. Super Colossal Owen. Yep, we're still holding out for that. Thank you, Justin. I have 2 and didn't have that tab in it either. Yeah, so that tab, when they take them out of the case from the factory, they have that tab so that they're not roaring all the way from Vietnam or wherever they're made these days. But yeah, they're supposed to pull them out. But so, yeah, I don't know, for whatever reason, mine had them in there. This retro theme has had me incredibly nostalgic for 93 when my Walmart had a big wooden display stand for Jurassic Park stuff through the first couple waves. I could still close my eyes and see those toys on the shelf, Walmart or Target. Like it was something else. Those are the best toys. They still are the best toys, probably. Very vibrant. Yeah, the color is great on her, and yeah, she does look great on camera. Still not calling him Chris anymore. It's Flat and Snake Films from here on out. Absolutely. Knowing nothing about these toys, I had to look up the Red Rex. It's quite phenomenal sculpt. I can see why you appreciate it. Yep, absolutely. And it's kind of one of those things. Maybe you needed to be there to. I mean, you can look at it now in a photo and see how awesome it is. And maybe you kind of needed to be there during the summer of 1993 when this movie came out. Was the biggest movie of the time. And to be in that moment as a kid and to see dinosaurs on screen that looked like nothing you'd ever seen, to see toys that looked like nothing you'd ever seen was totally a vibe. It was totally its own thing. It was like, man, like if I could go back to like 1 year, like in my life as a kid, I think I would go back to 1993 because, largely because of Jurassic Park. God, what a fun year. What good times. Anyway, that's about all I have to show you guys. I have other Jurassic stuff that came in, but I'm not showing it this evening because then we'd be here all night. And we have been going over an hour, and I know I'm alone, no guest. So I don't know how long you guys want to hear me yapping, but yeah, so pretty cool stuff. A little bit of everything. We got the Moblin. Or Boglin, sorry. Moblin is the Zelda one. We got Rocket. We got some Holocrons. We got some dinosaurs. We got some Pride Droids. We got some pretty cool stuff. I'm really pleased with everything that's here. And, I got more to open. I'll probably be doing that over this weekend, opening some of my new stuff. But yeah, I mean, I think I have a new co-host. I think we'll bring back this Boglin in the future because I think it would be kind of fun. You want to come back again? What do you think? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, I think it would be cool. I think we'd have a good co-host here. Maybe we'd have more people watching. I don't know. What if your co-host doesn't talk though? Is that a problem? Yeah, maybe not. Or maybe, I don't know. But yeah, the Moblin is great. Yeah, all your things are great. But man, this Red Rex, this Red Rex is something special. So I think I'm going to sign off holding on to the Red Rex. Let's just press the button one more time. Where was it? Love it. I'm going to sign off holding the Red Rex right here with me. My friends, thank you for tuning in. It's been great having you with us. Happy Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy. Chill, relax, get some rest, do what you like to do, play with your toys. I'm going to be. And have fun. I mean, that's what it's all about. That's what we like to do here is it's all for the fun of it. It's all for the entertainment. And, you learn a thing or two along the way. So all good stuff. Thanks again, everybody, for tuning in. Appreciate you. I'll be working on some videos. I will be working on bringing back the Vintage Collection podcast later in the year. Discoveryland podcast, my Disney history podcast that I haven't touched in almost a year. Yeah, we'll get some videos on the way. Be sure you're following me on Instagram and Twitter so you can get the latest updates on all that. And be well, be safe, enjoy your Friday night. Take it easy, have fun, play with your toys, and we'll see you again next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Have a great weekend, you guys.